and the wind's starting to pick up. I'm just not feeling comfortable. There's too many big massive trees in here, and I've got loads of dodgy limbs in. Wow, lovely. I do like these big axes, mind. Fantastic. If you have a base camp or you don't have to walk too far and you've got lots of chopping to do, definitely recommend getting one of these. Alright, but that's starting to build up there nicely now, and obviously all the mud and everything in there in between the bricks will dry, and it'll act like a bit of a concrete type thing, and it'll keep the wall better. Right, well, hi everybody and welcome back to LUNDY'S Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft. And as you can see, I'm back out, and this time I'm wearing my webbing and my patrol pack. I had all plans of camping in this older part of the woods, but after it's been pouring down with rain all week and the wind's starting to pick up, I'm just not feeling comfortable. There's too many big massive trees in here, and I've got loads of dodgy limbs in. I'm going to go up and check the top end of camp, top end of the woods, and then I'll report back to you. But yeah, I'm just not feeling confident about sleeping in here. But my camp's not too far away. It's just, I don't know if you can hear it, but the wind's starting to pick up. I know there's torrential rain coming from about 7 o'clock till about 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So do I really want to be on a muddy ground in a bivvy bag amongst lots of trees that are huge and potentially got limbs coming off them? You can see it's just tons of like really big dodgy trees. You can see all the limbs on the ground where they've all been fallen over the last like six months to a year. There you go. Possibly a bit longer as well, but yeah, it's just big trees down everywhere. Now I know I did state in me last video that I had found a location. Well, after the rainfall, that location isn't dry anymore. As you can see, this is one big massive dead standing tree. Absolutely huge. It's just absolutely rotten. It looks like it's actually a bit punky halfway up it. It's just potted with loads of holes. I think there's a certain disease, isn't there, for trees. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling because I'm getting out of breath as well. I'm going to head up that way and then do a right dog leg, and then if I can't find anything, I think I'll be heading into camp. So stay tuned. Well, as you can see behind us, I'm at my bushcraft camp. All right, I've spent nearly 45 minutes to an hour walking around, and the wind's starting to pick up, and the trees in there are just too dodgy. I can't find a decent place. I found a couple of spots last week if you watched that video, but the ground was dry. When I got to them locations, the ground was dead mushy and boggy. So I'm not about to put myself in an uncomfortable position and in a dangerous position just to make a Tarp and Bivvy camp. So I've come up to my camp and I'm just going to spend the night here. Yeah, I've got crap food. I've only got a ration pack, but it's food. My setup is already done. I've just done that as soon as I've got here. So I've got my sleeping system out, but this time I've got my Snug Pack Special Forces bivvy bag, the Snug Pack Special Forces 1 sleeping bag, which is just a very thin It's like a 2-season-y type, possibly a 3-season at a push. Underneath there I've got me Nemo Tensor Mummy Regular air mat, because obviously I was in the bivvy bag tonight, but I've changed my mind. And then I've got my 2 pillows which I left at camp. Okay, tonight I've just got this to put on, and a Fin Downs jacket. And then I've got like a another suit in there that's like a thin silk material. I was going to just put that on top of all my clothes and jump in my bivvy bag with my clothes on tonight. So, but I'll not do that when I'm here. So yeah, that's me setup all done. I've got me webbing down on the edge of the bed, me patrol pack. I've got my electrics out tonight. I've just brought 2 Jack Daniels. I've got a couple of cans here as well. And I've got a British Army ration pack to eat. So, a couple of bottles of water. And that's it really. A nice lovely comfy chair and some bits and pieces. So over here, obviously I had a bit of wood left over from the last time I was here, so I've got some chopped. I need to do a lot more wood prep, and then I need to sort this out, put some stuff away from in there, get a couple of cans out for tonight, and then if I need the trolley, I'm going to have to take all that out and then put it back in when I leave, or find somewhere more secure to put it. But it's worked. We've got no damage to any other bottles, so that's happy days like. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to get cracking with some graft, get some wood, because it's getting a bit chilly now, like, to be quite honest. The temperature's north dropped, and when the sun goes down it's going to get even colder. So I want to get camp set up. Like I said, I'm going to get me tarp out, which is a 3x5 by 3x5 DD tarp, and I'm going to put it along them trees at the back there, and that'll stop the wind blowing through, and it'll help me fire better as well, work better. So anyway, waffle, I'll see you in a bit. Right, well, as you can see by the pile, I've been slicing and dicing a few logs. I did press record, but it didn't go, so I've done it again. So quickly chop these up. There we go, there's some of them done. And I've just got one more log to do, which is a bigger one. I've just went and got it from, if you've watched my channel for a bit, there's a couple of trees up the top, and I've just went and chopped off a couple of bits off, and it's nice and dry. So I'm going to slice it all up with a chainsaw instead of doing it all by hand, because it's much quicker. I know there's some people out there that go, oh, that's not bushcraft, you're using a chainsaw. I'm in a permission woods, I can use a chainsaw. I'm not going to get heard by Forestry Commission and get chased, so hence why I bring my chainsaw. So round 2. Keeping it on 2 little logs like that, stopping the blade from hitting the ground and getting made blunt. Oh, that's it, so that's made light work. Now all these logs that you can see, and there's a few over next to the chopping log as well. These would have took me absolutely ages to cut. That's took me about 20 minutes, if that. Alright, that's from getting it from up the top, slicing it off the tree that's fallen. There's still about half a tree left up there. It's all raised off the ground, so it's going to be ideal for it to go chop all the branches off quickly and then bring it down here and then slice it up. Saves actually carrying the big log down here. It's a lot quicker than slicing and dicing it and bringing it all down by the barrow, sorry. So what I'm going to do now is, some of these are a little bit wet because one of them was on the ground on like the back of the shelter there. I'm going to pour all them in the shelter, the wet ones, get the dry ones, slice them up. I've still got some dry wood in there as well, so what I'll do is I'll leave that. Rooney's coming up during the week with the kids because they're off school, so he'll have plenty of firewood, and if I've got time I'll slice it up for him, but it's all been chopped ready for him, so he's just got to slice it. But I can hear in the distance there must be somebody else slicing firewood up, possibly the next farm along, or this our farm, the farm that I'm got permission off. But aye, it's that time of year, and everybody wants to get the logs done. So now pushing it 20 past 3, so I'm going to transport these all over to the shed. I'll not do that on camera, and then I'll get some small twigs snapped up and slice some of these up as well. I'm not going to need a massive fire. The wind, after putting the tarp up, which I'll just put a quick clip of it now, I've put my 3x5 by 3x5 DD tarp up to make a wind barrier, and then so happens the wind's just died off, but it's going to stay up in any rate. I actually like the look of that in any rate with the big tarp up there, so I might have to do that in the future with something else. But anyway, waffle. Thanks for clicking on the video, everybody, and we'll see what tonight brings. I didn't plan on coming into my camp. I planned on doing something totally different, so I'm just winging it. All right. Whoa, I'll tell you what, that sounds dead noisy today. It's very quiet. It's just gone totally windness. There's no wind whatsoever, so everything's absolutely still. It's perfect, and I can't see any midges either, so that's even better. But yeah, it said on the forecast that it was going to get up to about 12 degrees tonight and stay like that all the way through the night. Rain's due it in about an hour and a half. It's time. We'll see if that materialises. Fingers crossed it doesn't. Whoa, lovely. I do like these big axes, mind. Fantastic. If you have a base camp or you don't have to walk too far and you've got lots of chopping to do, definitely recommend getting one of these. Just go through it like there's no tomorrow. Right, well, as you can see, well, you'll not be able to see because I put all my lights on, but it's absolutely pitch black. I've been non-stop. I'd show so much time lapses and chopping the wood and fetching wood, but what I've actually been doing is I've went out the edge of the woods and across to the edge of the big old woods, and I've went and got lots of hardwood. I'll just put a quick clip up now of all my wood that I've processed and chopped up and everything. It's all underneath me shelter, because it's supposed to be raining. I felt a little bit of a trickle before, but then it just disappeared. But and then I've got the tarp up to stop all the wind coming through, which is working a dream, like, because it's nice here. So I think in the future I'm going to put some sort of barrier up at the edge of the woods, or well, just on the edge of the shelters, and it'll work great for our living area. And yeah, it's time to crack open a can. It is now 5 to 5. So yeah, there is a bit of time gone. So I'm going to have a couple of cans of lager, which are Kronberg 1664s. Cheers everybody, and thanks for watching. I know there hasn't been much action on this video, to be quite honest. Like, I had so many plans in my head of what I was going to do, obviously being at a different location, and it just hasn't panned out. So I'd rather be somewhere where I'm going to be comfortable and safe, and just keep on. I'll have to work on an area to make it safe to camp in it, because there was just too many dead limbs hanging off trees everywhere, and that's just not, it's just not rocket science, is it? Why put yourself in danger of a limb falling off a tree and hitting you? Just for the sake of a video and because of a location. Plus, I said earlier, most of the ground was quite boggy like, so it must be fits and starts when it's nice and dry, and when it's boggy, and obviously if it's been rain for a few days before you come out, it's going to be boggy. So anyway, let's get some of this down my neck there. Oh, it's lovely that, but it's not quite nectar of the gods. Right, well, time to get the fire going. And just as I'm about to do that, the rain's starting. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is. So I'm just going to go quick and easy. I've got some nice big logs on the ground, on the front here. All my rocks are falling off. I need to go and get some mud, and I need to build this back wall up properly because it's just disintegrating. It's just falling. As soon as I've leant on it, it's just started giving way. I need to do it properly, so it might be a job in the morning. But anyway, let's get one of these firelighters going and get the fire on before the heavens open up. We're supposed to be getting about 80% chance of rain tonight, so it's definitely kicking in. It's a little bit late, like it's 5:30. It was due here at 4:30, so that's happy days. Oh, there's Army Rocks gone. So obviously you've got the firelighter going. I'm just going to hoist some little twigs on. Aye, 5:30 at night already. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? I've actually just been sitting chillaxing. I've got some nice bits of hardwood here as well to put on, which I'm going to start adding a few of the little twiggy parts on. This will burn really nice. But aye, rain. It's going to be pouring down later on.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice.
Right, fire's going to treat now. Look at that. Just a pity I'm not getting any heat out of it, because I'm sitting too far away from it because of the rain again. Right, well, that's the fire established now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some food on because I feel a little bit hungry. So I've got 2 main meals and a breakfast meal and like loads of snacks within that ration pack, so there's plenty of food. So I'm going to put in, like I said earlier on, the chicken and vegetable briny or whatever it's called. So all you do is fold it in half, then fold it again. I've got the Pathfinder cup. So you put it in the Pathfinder cup first. As you can see, there's about an inch or so left. And then all I'm going to do is get some water out of my Pathfinder bottle. And I'm going to pour that in. Oh shit, just now you went and soaked my leg. And I'll put that in so it just comes to the top of the actual packet. Put my lid away. Then I've got the clip. This is like a fish mouth opener type tool that you get with the Pathfinder, and all you do is you've got little holes in the side of the cup, put that in, and then get your hook it over the fire, and that's it. So what I need to do now is I need to get my tripod. So what I'm going to do is I've got my pot. I'm just going to put it over here on the table for now instead of on the floor in case it spills. Get my tripod. Let's put that so it goes over the fire. This fire needs to be fixed properly, like. So, and I've got a chain which comes down. I need my hook, don't I? Where's my hook? Always keep my hook inside my shelter so it doesn't get dropped off the chain. And obviously I should have some gloves on. Make sure that's not warm because it's just been inside the fire. I'll put that on the top. Get me pot, hang that on, see where it goes, and then obviously adjust my chain. I didn't want it to go right into the fire, I just want it to be above. Most of your heat isn't actually where the flame is, it's actually up above it. So the rest of the chain can just go up on the top like so, and I'll just leave that and let that bubble away. But yeah, so that's it all set. Oh, just nearly fell over. Hey, I tell you what, I'm not having a good day today. So that's me fire sorted, and that's me food getting boiled. And as you can see, the rain is kicking in big style. Yeah, I'm already getting my water dripping off, which is not good. But yeah, let's stand underneath my shelter so I'm not getting wet. But aye, the rain's here and it's here to stay.
I'll let you go, just need some time. At your own pace, you need to find your way. I know now you'll never change your mind for something that matters to me. You do not know what I have in mind. I packed our bags, we'll be on our way. The night was long as I waited without a sign. The sign of what matters to you. But what do you want? What's your biggest need? Every hour we spend together, then suddenly the chances are small.
Right, well, I started trying to carve a bit of a fork and I've actually knacked it up. This one here, it's split right the way down. So I've never done one before. So guess where that's going? On the fire. I've knacked it. I'll have to do a little bit of research and see how to get it done properly. But what I really need to research is how to get my lights working a bit better. Because that looks pants. Let's move my light over to this side. It's absolutely pouring down. Pouring down. There we're gone. So anyway, I've had this meal boiling over for quite a while. And it's been boiling that much, there's a thimble of water left in it. Pardon me. Let's put the pan down there. So tonight, for the first meal, we're having Chinese vegetables in Braille or whatever, whatever the hell the last word is. So I'm sure somebody that's ate these before will be letting us know. So I'm just going to get my little carving knife. Oh, no, I haven't got my spork out. Where did I put the rest of the food? I ain't got a spork yet. God damn you, boy. I'll tell you what, this rain is relentless. It's never stopped. It's just continuously going. Oh, there it is. There we go. Right at the bloody bottom. I think there's some like curry salt, like a sauce type stuff. What there it is. They're normally quite wicked then, like. Right, let's just put my bag of food down there for now. Take my hood up as well. Just I had my hood up while I was getting the food out. Ah, that's scorch all that. Right, I always turn on its side and I always cut that off. It just gives you a bigger surface for getting in. And you can see the food. It smells all right. Let's have a little look, eh? Let's mix it up a bit first. So that's the food I'm eating tonight. I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting, but yeah. Yeah, that's hot. Not like spicy hot, but like cooked hot. So it's definitely well cooked. I can see lots of like bits and pieces in it. Yeah. Tomatoes, peas, beans, all sorts of stuff. Let's risk it for a biscuit. Let's put this in. Where's my glasses? I don't even know where I've put my glasses now. I've just had them on before. Oh Christ. Let's put my torch on so I can see. It's a hot dragon pepper sauce. Is it hot dragon? Well, it's a hot sauce in any way. It's got a big pepper on it and everything. So this is probably going to be wicked, isn't it? Right, let's get it open. Put all the rubbish on my table so I know where it is. Jesus Christ. I'm having a bloody mare the day. Can't get into nothing. Can't do nothing. Mucked up my fork. I'll tell you what, like, it might be hot sauce, but it's hot to get into. There we're gone. Best before the 31st of the 1st. 22. But I'll tell you what, I thought these meals were in date. Oh, let's have a little taste on the old finger first. Oh, you bugger. Oh God. Oh, that's hot. Let's put a little dab in. Oh, flipping hell. I'm definitely not putting that full bottle in. Be down to the flaming arseholes in the morning. Right, let's see what damage it's done to me food. I think you must have to be brave. Oh, I tell you what, my mouth's burning off just a little dabble on my finger. Aye, I've only put a tiny little bit in this and you can half taste it, like, Jesus Christ. Not bad that. That's definitely going to warm the insides of me up because I can feel it going all the way doing. I think we'll be giving the rest of that sauce a mix. I've seen a couple of lads just drink the bottle. Wicked. I couldn't do that, like. Yeah, not bad. Not great, but not bad.
A significant light, just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in
Right, well, it's 9:30 at night. I've just been sitting chilling after eating that food, and then I had about at least 4 or 5 mouthfuls, and then the next mouthful I took, the next spoonful I took, well, sporkful I took out. I took it out and there was a big massive fly on it. Just put it right off. Normally doesn't do that to me, that doesn't put me off. I would have just binned that bit of food and kept on eating, but it was a big, fat, juicy, black, like, big fly. I've noticed there's a few of them flying around inside, like in between the wood and the plastic. There's quite a lot of flies around actually. I think most of the things that are flying around is I've got loads of midges flying around. I've put the big light away from us. Obviously I've got my other light up there, but yeah, the midges are coming out and everything. It's getting cold. My fire was dying right down, so I've just put a load of wood on. As you can see, I've still got loads of wood left in anyway, so happy days. But I'm just about finished my first Jack Daniels. I've had one can, one Jack Daniels. I'm not really in the mood for drinking, to be honest. I've just been watching a little bit of YouTube, reading through me messages off me World War II bunker stealth camp video. Somebody says I was at Narcissus or something like that, and yeah, how it is. It's true what they say, like the bigger your channels get, the more ridiculous comments you get. But thanks for everybody that's sticking up for us on that comment. It's unbelievable, isn't it? That person's probably never ever been out and done a stealth camp, wild camp, or anything in their life, and they're just keyboard warriors. You know what I mean? Says all I want to do is get rich. All I'm doing the videos for is because I want to get rich. Get rich. Chance to be a fine thing. Yeah, bugger. I make more money a day at work than what I do on YouTube in a month. And I only work at Asda. So, you know, I'm not going to get rich quick doing this summer. Yeah. Be nice though, wouldn't it? But I need a few million subscribers and everybody watching. Just because I've got nearly 8,000 subscribers, it doesn't mean I get 8,000 views on every single video. I'm lucky if I get 2,000 views on a video. I'm lucky sometimes if I get 1,200 views. It's just the way it goes, isn't it? Because everybody hasn't got time to watch every channel. If I watched every single channel that I'm subscribed to, I'd never have any time to do anything else. But I'll tell you what, like, anyway, enough of that crap. It's getting a little bit nippy. So the rain's still plodding on, but it's not as heavy as what it was earlier, which is good. But nowadays I'm shattered. I only had like 3 hours kip on Saturday after I finished work, after my night shift. 3 hours kip. I went to bed at 11 o'clock, like, but I was wide awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, I thought it was 3 o'clock. Oh, there's my favourite sound of being in the woods, the owls. I love that. Didn't have the cameras picking it up, like. But yeah, and anyway, cheers everybody. If you've got this far through the video, give yourselves a pat on the back, pick up your drink and say cheers. Right, well, good morning everybody. It's about 6:15 in the morning. I've been awake for about a good 40 minutes or something. I went to bed quite early last night. Well, I say early, it was around about 12 o'clock. I started falling asleep in my chair and I thought, right, I'm just going to go into bed. So I only had me 2 Jack Daniels and 1 can. Bit of food. I had a little bit more of the ration pack as well. Just like all the different like snacky stuff, like nuts and bits and pieces. To tell you the truth, like I hide half of the stuff away, like some of it was minging, like. But anyway, as you can see, I've got a nice little fire going, and the heat coming into my shelter from that fire there is absolutely unreal. So everything is bone dry this morning. It was pouring down most of the night, but all these twigs were soaking last night, and when I went to get them to put them on the fire, they're bone dry. It was that warm last night, I was absolutely sweating in my scratcher. But this has stopped all the wind coming in last night, which was good. But my sleeping system last night, I actually had to open it all up. So obviously I had like this Firefly by Mountain Equipment, I think it is. So that's like a 3-season sleeping bag. I thought it was going to be dead cold last night, that's why I put that in there. And then obviously I had this one, my Snug Pack Special Forces 1. And then obviously I had the bivvy bag around it as well. But my sleeping mat for some reason went all the way down. Like pushed down. It must have been when I was jumping in the bags. But other than that, I had quite a comfortable sleep. Just a bit warm. So this morning I've got up and I've just obviously I had this on my face as well. I was absolutely sweating. I had to take the layers off and everything when I was in bed last night. But yeah, I enjoyed my night. It was nice and relaxed. Didn't do anything, but because I'm up so early this morning, I've got the beans and sausage and tomato sauce bag in there and boiling some water at the same time. And all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to tidy up a bit. I done a bit last night, but I've still got a few bits of kit, and I think what I'm going to do is start packing little bits and pieces away, have a brew, have some food, and then I think I might have a look for some rocks to build this up and get some mud and build the back of the fire up a bit, and like try and get it all stuck together with some mud, and I'll just let that fire die right down once I've got it sorted. So Rooney's going to be coming to a nice pile of hardwood, pine wood and some like cherry type wood all cut. I'll just leave it here in situ in my shelter, and that'll be nice and dry from. There's loads of sliced bits of wood that I haven't even used, and then there's a little pile of twigs there. I'll either leave them in situ or move them over to the wood shelter. And obviously I've got a few chippings here. Me fork carving, that's actually damp, that. Me fork carving was an absolute fail. I'm going to have to read the books a bit more and watch a couple of videos and see how people do them, but I think I just went totally wrong. I was trying to cut all the little grooves out with my little knife. I don't know if that's how people do it, but it didn't work for me. It's as simple as that, like, it just didn't work. It was a big failure. But as you can see, it's still pitch black. But I can see light coming through the trees. I think the sunrise is early, like, so I'm going to have a look and see if I can catch it on camera. I'm not going to bore you with us eating a meal. I'll let you know what it's like, but it's just like a bog standard breakfast meal in a boiler bag. These ones I've got here are out of date. They're 2021. It's now 2024, so it's like 3 years out of date. But if it's anything that's bad for us, it'll clear me pipes. You know what I mean? They've got to be it. Can't just bin them. That's why I think some of the bits, like the snacky stuff, was feeling a bit dodgy, like. But it's all sealed bags, and you know. But anyway, waffle. Good morning, everybody. I'll see you in a while. Crocodile. One. Well, that's breakfast done. It wasn't that nice, but I ate it all. A cup of tea, I had about half a cup. That's all the water was in the pot. So I got that down my neck. I've packed away some of me kit as well. So as you can see in there, hopefully, it's a little bit dark. It's a little bit smoky as well because the fire's dying off. But yeah, what I've been doing is I went and shortened the fire a bit. Just by about 6 to 10 inches. Just gives you that little bit more foot space there, and then it's give us all these extra rocks. I've took all the loose rocks off the back of the fire pit as well, and I'm just about to go down into the ditch there and dig up some mud, bring it up, and then I'll mix the mud up. And I've got some bottles, so I'm not wasting the drinking water. I've got these bottles here with pond water in, and I'll use a little bit of that. I'll put some blue gloves on, like, 'cause I've got a few cuts on my hands because I don't want that many water in my cuts. And then I'll mix it up, and then we'll start trying to layer the bricks better and get that sorted. But yeah, let's head off down. So down here is like a little bit of a ditch at the edge of the woods. So the mud's quite soft, I hope, so I can dig some. Now we've got a wash bowl here, but it's going to get used for putting mud in. But we'll see how it goes. I just got to get used positioned somewhere. Right, well, so down here there should be some nice soft mud. So all I'm doing is I'm just clearing all the crap off the top, because we don't want that on it in the on the fire. Want all this mud that's down here, and as you can see, there's quite a lot of like dead leaves and things just built up over the time. That should be enough there. Oh yes, I hope it's good mud. Feels a bit rooty. Got the spades going in there nicely. Tell you what, let's just get down on the knees. Get that pulled over. Yeah, there's loads of like roots and all that there, so we'll get rid of all that. Do the same here again. We'll get to the nitty gritty. There we're going. Yeah, it's like clay mud sort of stuff. We'll get as much as this as we can. Oh, that's getting better as we get lower. Much better. It's actually quite damp underneath. I think I could possibly find a water source under here. It feels really damp. Obviously it's a runoff from the fields and that. Yeah, it's quite moist anyway. I might not need to add any water. But if I need any more, I can just come back down here and dig more. But I think that should be enough for now. I'll just leave the spade here. It's a kind of emergency poo hole that, like. Oh well, off we go back to the shelter. Right, well, as you can see, my fire's still going a little bit because I've just been burning off the rubbish, obviously me like food packages and things. But as you can see, I've went and cleared all the rocks off, all right, and all the stuff that I put in is all dried off. I'm just going to leave the big ones in situ. There's no point in pulling all these out, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some of this mud, and I've got some water here. I think I'll just leave these gloves on because I can always get them cleaned. It's just I've got too many cuts in my hands, like. Pour a bit of water on that. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pour it there. And that just makes that better. And as you can see, the water's went in straight away and it's nice and mushy. So just put a thin layer on the tops everywhere. And this will help the other like rocks and that all stick. And then we'll just look for the best ones to put in place. I think I'm going to have to get some more mud, like. It's a messy job, but somebody's got to do it. Right, more mud. Right, well, there we have it. So what I've done is I've built up a little bit more off camera. I've slapped loads of mud all around the outside. I think it could do with another layer of bricks behind it, just to make it a bit more secure. It's not the thingy, but it's twice the height as what it was, and hopefully it'll dry out nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, because it's red embers and nothing there, I'm just going to build up a little fire, and then I'm going to see if I can dry this out before any rain comes. And that should be it, sweet as a nut. I've done it about another 3 buckets of mud. I'll quickly take you down to where I've done it. So it's just down here at the back of camp. Just watch me face on these bits of branches. And yeah, so there's a tiny bit of mud went there, and as you can see, I've got some water forming, so that might make a little water source, just for an emergencies. So not to drink, just to use to douse things out and that. But you can see it bubbling, so it's actually coming from the ground up over. So I might dig a big massive pit here and utilise all the soil that I take out as well, just to build around that fire, get it really cosy for the winter. Go up and get some more rocks and things. But yeah, that's looking much better, that. And hopefully it doesn't get knocked over when I'm there, when we're mucking around next to the fire. As you can see, the fire's still going. So I'm just going to hoist some twigs on there now, and let's see what happens. And we'll get this fire pit dried out, the wall. And it just so happens I had a nice pair of fresh gloves in my pocket of my Bergen, so that's brilliant. So I didn't want to make a massive fire, because obviously I'm going to be going in the next couple of hours, and I just need to make sure the fire's out properly. And we'll just get some of these twigs. These were absolutely drenched last night off the rain. But obviously the breeze coming through has just dried them all out. Get a few bits on there, all the little tiny bits. And then we should be good to go. Now the only thing is, having these bars here is a bit of a hindrance, like, but it's part of our cooking system, so I've just got to get bare with it. There we go. Got a nice little flame going there now. Obviously there's loads of little embers under there, so it might go out again, like, but it might not. There we go, see it's gone out. So just keep blowing on it. Push down a little bit on the stuff. Remember, when you're sucking in your air, pull away from where the smoke is and then breathe back in, otherwise you're just going to inhale all the smoke coming off the embers and things. But there we go. I'm not going to hang any chunky wood on, just some sticks and that, just to build it up a little bit. Hopefully I don't put it out again. Yeah, there we're going. Flames are starting to kick in. That's happy days. And we'll just build this up again. It'll not dry out fully, and fingers crossed it stays. But what I was thinking was, I've got a few more of these metal poles at home, so what I might do is I might bring them here. I've got two there. I could bang them into the ground, and that'd sort of like give it a little bit more stability. If I put one here and one there, bang it in. Obviously I've got loads of rocks under there, so I might not be able to do it actually, but it's a thought. You know, or I could put one going across from there to there, brace it that way, and then put two going down at the bottom on the other side. But aye, happy days, like. Might get another brew on the go actually. Yeah, happy days. Might as well get rid of all these twigs. There's plenty of them lying around, so Rooney can get him and the boys to get some bits done. He's got plenty of firewood, you know. Oh, but aye, not bad timing. It's just turned 8 o'clock in the morning, and I've got a task done that I've been meaning to get done for ages. Whether it lasts or not is another thing, but it's a case of test and adjust, you know what I mean? Just like I'm going to adjust that there because it was winky wonky. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll see how that lasts. Like I say, Rooney and the boys are up on Wednesday, so he can let us know whether it lasts throughout his camp. It is a bit narrow, so I wouldn't mind it being a bit thicker just so it helps. So what I might do, I've got the trolley there. I think I've got enough time to run up the top, get some more big rocks, and then build another wall behind it again, just to give it that stability. And yeah, happy days, like, happy days, because we want all the heat to be kept inside the fire pit. We don't want it pushing out and over the back of it, and that's what this wall's all about, like. Oh yeah, right, I'm going to get myself a brew on the go, finish off me packing, and I'll see you in a little bit. Right, well, I've been up at the top of the woods getting some more rocks, and you see some of them are quite big, like. That was some day in that, like. I didn't take the camera because I just wanted to crack on, so I went and got these from up there, about 300 meters up the top of the woods. So having this trolley is a godsend. Obviously I've had to dig a couple of them up because they were buried a bit, so that took us about over half an hour to get these rocks. But look at the size of some of them, they're huge. Whoop, I just need to make sure I don't knock my wall down. I've got some littler ones. Found some nice flat ones as well. That might come in handy if I can't use them on the wall. So, but yeah, oh, some bloody weight in this, like, especially these big ones. Jesus Christ. Even these small ones, the little round ones, are quite heavy. Like, I would hate to get them dropped on my fingers. But there you go, and there's a good start to the second interior wall. Is that right? Interior wall? Harder than that. But yeah, it's 9:15 now. So I've got a couple of little rocks there that I put down before, put a bit of a light on. It's still, even though it's after 8 o'clock, it's still a bit dark in here. But yeah. So I've got some of these little ones here, but I'm just going to move these out the way. You know, and I'll use them to plug things up, make things level. And we'll get the big ones on the ground first. And that'll be like my base. And then I can build going up. I'm just wondering if that'll be better going that way. Yeah, and then I can put a rock underneath it. Let's see which one I'll go. Put a rock underneath it, and that levels that up lovely. And then we've got this other big one, which is a Bobby Dazzler like. Obviously I'm kneeling in all this mud that I made before, and then I'm going to get that one and I'm going to prop that up with another rock underneath, and then I'll get another couple of rocks under there, and there you go, there's my platform straight away. Nice big wide one. All right, and I just, like I say, I just need to prop this up with a couple of more rocks underneath, and then I'll put loads of mud underneath it, fill all this gap here with mud, and then we'll start layering it up, and then we'll build using these flat ones first just to make a platform. Got a couple of more flat ones around the corner. My lights just died on us, but yeah, and then that'll be a nice big thick wall, and hopefully both of them will marry together because I'll keep adding loads of mud to the inside. Aye, getting all them rocks, that's hard graft. That, like, it looks a lot easier than what it is. Obviously digging them out the ground, put them in the barrow, pulling them about 300 metres through a woodland, over bumps and everything, hoping it doesn't spill, so you have to lift it all up again. But what I'll do is I'll get myself a little bit of fluids down my neck, get my stuff packed away, get some more mud, and try and build that up within the next hour and a half. So it's 8:30 now. I need to be leaving here by no later than, say, 10 o'clock. That means I'll get home, well, I'll get home for a decent time. Now wait, let's stop all the waffling and let's crack on. Right, well, that's it. I'm done in now. Like, my back is killing us getting all that mud, but that's a nice big deep wall, and it's definitely going to make it more stable. All right, it's got some nice platforms there, and hopefully all that mud will all make it like concretey, and it'll stay. Still got a few rocks left over, just for the future, to build along the bottom sides a little bit, just to keep that going. And as you can see, I've narrowed I've actually made the fire pit even littler again. You can see that the wall was originally here and I've moved it to there now. So all I need to do is, next time I'm here, I'm not going to do any more now, is put some more mud there, some more bricks there as well, just to make a bit of a lip at the front. Got the metal grill down there, just so we can have a fire over there and then rest pots on there. We don't need a huge, humongous fire, especially once we get the tarp up on the top, which is definitely one that definitely needs to be done. My grill's working fine now. I've got 2 layers. Well, I've got 3 if I get some more poles, but obviously if I build the walls up a bit, they're going to be obsolete. I don't think we'll need them in any way. I think the one that's at the bottom's high enough. But that seems to be setting all right. There's a couple of little bits of mud fell off, but that's going to happen in any way, and we'll just keep on plugging it, making sure it's nice and solid. And it's a lot higher as well, which is even better, so it'll just push the flames and the heat back into the fire. The wind comes from that direction, from the edge of the woods all the time, so putting a barrier up on that tree and that tree, it's going to help that, and we'll still have this area, because I want to make this and up this route here, and then to the left is what entrance. It's going to be our main entrance into camp, because we're going to start doing stuff over this side. Obviously Rooney's got 2 hammock pitches for when he brings the boys up, one there and one just behind the shelter, hence why we don't want to be walking through there all the time. So this is all going to get cleared. I'll see Rooney and the boys, see if they can do that during the week if they've got time, just to cut all the wood back, move all the rubbish out of the hole, out of this alleyway here, out of this run, and come all the way down to here, and then I'll bring it. I've got a humongous, because I don't want to block out all the wind and I don't want to block out all the scenery either, so I've got a big massive army cam net at home, so I think I'll bring that up here and we'll hang it along, and that'll give a little bit of like a a screen to stop most of the wind, but we'll still be able to get a bit of light coming through it, because I noticed last night when I had the tarp up on here, the light sort of like diminished it a little bit. I don't want to totally block out all the light from the camp. So anyway, that's me done. I'm just going to tidy up camp, get packed up and shoot off home. So thank you very much everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. It isn't the camp that I was expecting to do last night. It's, you know, it's not what I planned for, it's not what I packed for, but I've got to think of my safety first before setting up a camp in a woods that's got lots of dangerous trees in it. And any of you that watch this will know it's a stupid idea. And yeah, I think that woods, there is a couple of areas right on the edge of the field that are reasonably safe. We've just got a little bit of tree surgery work to do there, and then we can use that area for like hot tents and things. Nothing else is going to get built. All right, just in this area, this is the only place we're going to build stuff. There's no point in building shelters all over the place because we're not going to use them all the time. And I want to go camping in different areas as well, not just come up to this forest, this woodland that we've got permission. I like going other places, doing different types of stuff. As you can see, I've just done a bunker video, which looks like it's doing quite well actually. So thank you everybody that's watched that one, and all the people that's subscribed on it. Thank you very much and welcome to the channel. I hope you're still sticking around and watching my videos and listening to his waffle. And I am waffling, so I'm going to say ta-ra. Don't forget, like, comment and subscribe. All right, check out any links below. I think I've stopped putting my links up for my Facebook group. If you're interested in it, let us know in the comments and I'll ping you. I'll start putting them back in the description. I'm just experimenting because some of these people that are like really educated in the YouTube say that it knacks up your videos getting put out, putting too many links in for different things. So, you know, it's just one of them things. Anyway, I'm going waffle mode now. See you later.